A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome everyone to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Brooklyn, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the 76ers, 2 games back.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Clark, what do you think is the most important thing a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. One is just doing your job, understanding how you best do your job for your team, and then getting comfortable with your teammates and being able to handle the nuances of game plans as you approach different opponents, the mental aspect of getting ready to perform at a high level.
So the Nets starting 5. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, they've got Harris. Howard is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the shooting guard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drives. Excellent.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Free throw good from Harden.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Now here's Jordan, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Good D by Howard. Harris against KD. Harris, no good. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes on about 76ers retain possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. To the paint, and stolen by Jordan.
Yo, check DJ.
On its way from Irving for 2. The offensive rebound. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Irving surveying the floor. Harden finds KD. From the stripe. And Simmons with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
The pass to Irving. Rebounded by Howard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Knocked away. And Philadelphia has possession. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Embiid trying to break loose. Harris's shot is off. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a three-point game.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Durant, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Harris. And Durant sends it back.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Harden hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
To the inside. Here's Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you can shoot it. I got him. You got this guy down here? Yeah, I
Free throw good, Green.
Well, you know, the value of Green's career experience cannot be overstated. Those intangibles are extremely valuable. He has shared locker rooms with some of the best players in the NBA.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got it. Hey, you can shoot it. I got him. You got this guy right here? Yeah, I got big man.
Both free throws good from Green. Here's Irving. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And Harden with the stuff.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw good, James Harden. Curry with it. Last game he had 28 points. He kicks to Harris. Curry against Jordan. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Outside Durant. Shot on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 6. Harris outside. And Durant sends it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not.
Oh my
Great
goodness! That was special. Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Kyrie Irving, number 1. James Harden, 3rd.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
Harden against Curry. He can't get that one. Good D by Harden. Nets leading by 8. KD, that's for 2. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now, here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Simmons following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Harris. There's Green with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 5.
Hey, he's amongst the best shooters in the game, and Green is not a creator. We know that. He's a finisher. He works extremely well off the pass.
Now, here is Irving. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 34 points a game, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. and his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Jordan. The putback. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Harden outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. He's got 12.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Nets leading by 10. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. He had a nice open look right there.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Harden outside for three. Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Timeout.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the 76ers call time here. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
We know that's in the past, but you can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Luwawu is checked in for James Harden.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. First in steals, sixth in assists, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Now here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Down low, here's Harris, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
That's good from Harris. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Here's Curry following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Passes it to Simmons. Over Harris. No good from Simmons.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 18. Outside Curry. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. Nets leading by 18. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Durant's got 11 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Simmons passes to Bradley. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Curry after the miss from KD. And Luau Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Harris against Simmons. Over Harris.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
With the second effort, Durant, no good. The 76ers trail by 21. And here now is Thybulle. 9 points last game out. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamit's checked in. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. Harris. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bradley can't get it to go. Harris with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And really setting the tone early with their 3-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Right side Curry. Here's Poirier. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Poirier's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Nets out in front, delivering the blowout. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team and as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Harris. And it's Poirier in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now here's Green. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. And it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Irving's checked in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Just 3 to shoot, and the 3 ball is good. And that's now 6 points for Tobias Harris.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Back to Irving. Over Harris. No good from Irving. The 76ers trail by 21. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Now, here is Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Embiid with the block. On the wing, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard.
Take a break.
And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
James Harden, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. And Simmons drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Green against Howard. Shot from the top of the key.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
And the pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. Embiid against Harden. Harris. The rebound by the Nets.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Simmons following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shamet on the wing. They get it back. Jordan finds Shamet. The second chance effort. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trail by 17. Bounce pass Howard. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Harris. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Harden, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Howard, good. Howard's got 6 points.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Here's Green, and it's sent back by Howard. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Green. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Harris misses. Nets leading by 13. Jordan kicks to Irving. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Here's Irving. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. It's good from long range.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And here's Harden. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Can they get it? Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 6 rebounds in the game.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Nets leading by 7. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Harris is checked in for the Nets.
And checking out the stats for Irving. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 27 points per game last season, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And the jam by Harden.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside the defense, doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Embiid finds Harris. Over Harris. Harris missing again.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Some solid defense from Harris.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Inside. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Simmons dishes to Green. To the left side wing. Here's Embiid, and they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. And the 76ers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Curry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Baby, I'm open.
Fires from deep. Trains the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here is Harden. He's got 16. For 3, Harris. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play.
3 shots.
He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
3.
You know, Harris is such an aggressive hunter of his shots. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and sometimes they get over-aggressive with him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
First one falls for him.
You know, he was waived after his second year in the league, guys, but Joe Harris didn't let that stop him. He improved his skills, and he's carving out a nice career for himself.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. He hits the second from the line. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
No one covering.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Pass to Durant. Down low. And Embiid with the block. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Bradley, no one around him. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
A nice shot by Embiid.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Now Irving to the middle and stolen by Thibault. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Outside Green. Irving double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Durant. And that time, also a missed shot. The 76ers trail by 7. Bradley passes to Curry. Pass to Harris. Lets the three fly. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Harris has got 19 points. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And the 76ers making a change here. Poirier's checked in. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Finish off the break. And now just a 2-point Nets lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Durant. Trying to get something going. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it. You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Now here is Harris. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington. 5 to shoot. Gets a hand on it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Feibel. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Feibel's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
KD against Bradley. Now here's Durant. Fires the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets out in front, up 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. They say he flops or travels or that he dominates the ball. Shaq, what do you think?
Listen, haters don't hate. He's playing at an all-time great level right now. And when they're winning, dribble, 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 dribble. Dribble, 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 dribble.
Well, of course, the greats are judged not by what they do in the regular season, but what they do in the postseason. So, you know, to silence those critics, you got to get that ring.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 2-point game, setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's KD in at the small forward. Here's Green, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas, of the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Simmons. The rebound by the Nets. The three from KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Now here's Green. Here's Simmons. Yep, it counts. Simmons got 8 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Irving for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Nets lead by 8.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him or he'll pull up on a dime.
Outside, Green. Back to Embiid. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Harden, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. He's got 8.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you look at Tobias Harris, and I really think attacking defenses is one of his strong suits.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. Nets leading by 6. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jordan against Embiid. Irving for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's Howard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
Dwight Howard is a big, strong, active guy. Even when you hit him, he still is able to muscle through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Irving passes to Harden. Shot, high post. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Green outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Green's got 8 points.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Yes, that goes in. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Harris inside. He's covered by Shamet, and it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now here is Harris. 24 points for him. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Jeff Green picks one up.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Harris. And Embiid drops them both.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
Good.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. Kicks to Curry. They double team Curry. 6 to shoot. Green finds Simmons. From downtown. Tries again. And Howard with the nice bucket inside. Howard's got 13.
Imposing his will down there. Howard feels like he can score anytime he wants from this area.
Outside Jordan. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 assists now tonight. Here is Harden. 18 points for him. Outside Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Curry kicks to Howard. Back to Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You can't be too aggressive when guarding Seth Curry because he's good at attacking and drawing fouls.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
First free throw is good.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Bradley comes in for Dwight Howard. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Landry Shamet. And both free throws good for Curry. Brooklyn's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Harden with it. He's got 18. Here's Luwawu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid. It's his first trip to the line.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside Curry. Green against Embiid. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Free throw good, Green. And the 76ers making a change here. Poirier's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Dinwiddie is checked in for James Harden. And both free throws good for Green. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. Now the pass to Simmons. Feeds to Bradley. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Now, Thibault. Jeff Green missing from long range.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Back to Simmons. Here's Poirier. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Nets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Dinwiddie. It's blocked. For the lead, here's Thibault. And finally they hit one. Thibault's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Timeout called the 76ers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Durant's checked in for Irving. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. James Harden is second. Fourth, Kevin Durant.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Bradley. Back to Curry. Dishes to Bradley.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 14 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
The first free throw is good. And so Bradley nails both of them. The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie wide open. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Bradley. Back to Curry. Releases. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Durant. 16 points for him. They get it back. Green. Bradley with some nice D. The 76ers leading. And here now is Thibault. Simmons passes to Poirier. Back to Simmons. Passes to Thibault. For the 3. Kept alive. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Here's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Thibault's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
To the inside. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
The pass to Durant. Here's Luau. There's the dish to Green. And stolen by Thibault. Fast break, Philadelphia. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here.
Two shots.
Come on. You got shooter, huh? Let me get big man. Hey, when he comes off, grab him, baby.
Free throw drops in there for Thibault. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Tobias Harris comes in for Simmons. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Luwawu Cabarro.
Hey, when he comes off, grab him, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? You got shooter, huh?
Both good from the line that time. Here is Harden. 18 points for him. Pass to Durant. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Howard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's Curry. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot
Take a
below
break.
70% last season.
2 shots.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The first one falls.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And he can't hit the second. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Back to Dinwiddie. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here we go. Durant with the steal. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms, he's active with his hands, and that's why he comes up with those steals.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Seth Curry. Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. Harden the pass to Harris. Clock is at 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 3. Curry passes to Harris. He kicks it to Embiid. Howard trying to free himself up. Embiid, no good.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Drills it from outside. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Cannot leave Howard alone on the offensive glass. When you do, he's making you pay for that mistake.
Pass to Harden from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the wide open shot from Green. Cans it from downtown.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
They get it again.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Harden. No good again that time. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And so Curry will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Harris outside. Embiid against Jordan.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Embiid, the pass to Curry. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden outside. He dishes it to Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 11-2 run. Lobbed up there for Howard.
You know, showing flashes of his old self here. I mean, when Howard finds that rhythm, he feels like nobody can stop him, and he's right.
The pass to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Harris, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Curry kicks to Harris. Curry trying to break free. The Nets with the lead. And here they come. Here's Irving. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Jeff Green, no good on that one.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Simmons, stolen by Durant. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. He drains the quick shot. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Now Simmons kicks it to Embiid. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Shot to stop the run. Great D that time from Irving. Nets leading by 5. Inside, Harden. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
Pass to Embiid. Over Green. And the shot falls short this time.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Irving. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Down low, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Nets.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And here's Harden for 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. And it's Green missing. The 76ers trail by 5. 3-pointer, and Green with the basket on the assist from Tobias Harris. Green's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
The feed to Irving. They kick it out to Green. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And, you know, Green, once he gets hot, that guy has a way of staying hot.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. To the paint, and it's Green with the jam. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Simmons. Out to the right wing. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Short, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Irving. On the wing, Harden. Poked loose. Baseline jumper. Good on the jump shot. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
Simmons finds Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris's shot is off.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
To the middle. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Brooklyn with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A shot by Harden, wide open. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's now 22 points for James Harden. Simmons passes to Green. Now here's Howard. The jump hook. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Irving's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from KD. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers.
One shot. One shot.
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got it. Hey, you can shoot it. I got him. You got this guy out here?
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. The high post shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Philadelphia's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Timeout called the 76ers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Passes it to Embiid. Green with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. Down low. Here's KD. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times, one of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
Durant nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 6. Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. Got a hand on it. And there's the pass to Durant. Shot from the wing. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Howard against KD. There's the lob for Harris. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Embiid hits the jump hook. Embiid's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Durant with a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Dwight Howard. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Dotson's checked in for Green. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And he is unable to get the second one.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Three shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings them within 8. He makes the second free throw, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that trims the lead to 6. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul. And Katie's got the ball here for Brooklyn. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 8. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From past the arc. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who would go to the line.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And Brooklyn making a change here. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from Curry. Offensive rebound. Howard finds Harris. Outside, Green to the paint. Curry outside. Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.